Okay, I want to talk to you now about the Open Attribute Table button. Now, I am constantly saying, oh, gee, this is so exciting. This is what sets GIS apart from all these other sorts of systems. And well, here's another one. We have already looked at this button here, the one that gives us information about items in the table. Now, notice when I click on this, I get no information. That's because I need to enable this vector layer, okay, to select it, and then I can get information about it. So I can select an individual item and I can find out information, how big it is, its address, and so forth. Now, this interactive way of selecting information from your map is just fine, but there are other ways of doing this, and hence my excitement about showing you this new way, or this different way. It's not new to GIS, it's new to you. It's this Open Attribute Table button. Okay, so I click on this, and what it does is it shows us the information that lies behind this entire cadastral table. Okay, so why is this so important? I'll give you an example. Imagine you were a local government and you were interested in the development status of your entire administration area. If we added an extra column to this table called development status, and for every block of land we typed in yes or no for development status, we could select all those blocks that were developed, all those blocks of land that weren't developed. We could query how many blocks were undeveloped. We could find out how many hectares or how many square kilometres or how many square miles of undeveloped land that we had that we controlled. We could, if we related it to other map layers, we could find out how many undeveloped parcels are there that are zoned, capable of being developed for industrial land or for residential land. There's all these sorts of things that we could be querying, okay? So a database, and this is effectively a database, it's the equivalent of an Excel spreadsheet, for example, with a column in an Excel spreadsheet or any table that you might have in a Word document, except every row of every row of information, every address is attached to a polygon on this map. All right. So let's look at the sorts of things that we can do. So if I type in 32K, right, watch what happens here. We'll take out case sensitive and I'll just go search. Okay. And it's found 4 matching features. And I recall this is the one. So what it's found is it's found number 32 and every address starting with K. Okay. So if I went 32KE and went search, it would find 2. All right. And that's fine. That's great. This is so this is basically the equivalent doing a Google Maps search, where you would just type in an address and it would take you to that address. But the point I'm trying to make here is there's a big difference between that canned data that Google serve you up compared to your own specialist information that you might want for your own individual project. And that council example that I gave you just a couple of minutes ago is an example of that sort of project.